The Nonprofit Organization Mission by Tricia Blackwelder. So what is a nonprofit organization? A nonprofit organization is a tax-exempt organization that establishes a mission that is for the greater good of humans and social services. Nonprofits rely on donations, volunteers, and gifts that are tax-deductible to be successful. To become a nonprofit organization, an application must be completed and approved by the IRS. Their profits are not distributed to owners or shareholders, but instead reinvested back into the organization. The mission of a nonprofit should root to charity, service to others, and voluntary action. Organizations that qualify to become a nonprofit include charitable, religious, educational, scientific, literary testing for public safety, preventing harm or cruelty to children and/or animals, and national or international amateur sports. These organizations pursue education, research, and assistance to others. The mission statement is the starting point and the purpose for establishing the organization. A mission statement should be clear, concise, provide enthusiasm, and encourage support from others. Keep the message short and inspirational, outlining your direct intentions. The decisions the organization makes should support the goal of their mission and the core values. It is meant to inspire and create social value. Think of it as your elevator pitch to gain support from others. The Connecticut Humane Society is a nonprofit organization that provides shelter and care for animals. Their mission statement is, the Connecticut Humane Society is the leading resource in the state for companion animal welfare, enriching the lives of families and communities through adoption services, medical care, education, and prevention of cruelty. Their mission highlights their purpose, goals, and meets the requirements of providing goods and services to prevent cruelty to animals, which meets the requirements of becoming a nonprofit. The Connecticut Humane Society is an example of one of the many nonprofits that rely on their donors to help make their organization successful. They express how any amount helps, and even blanket and toys are helpful in supporting their mission. You are welcome to subscribe to being a monthly donor or giving as your budget allows. They provide shelter for abandoned and unwanted animals while finding them a loving home to adopt them. They provide quality medical care, as well as they offer a program called the Pet Food Pantry. This allows them to provide pet food to those in need while they take the time to get back on their feet. They implemented educational programs for children, including story time, knowledge of the time and effort pets require, and safety for themselves and also the animals, just to name a few. They also offer education programs for adults. Unlike for-profit organizations, nonprofits rely on their donations and sponsorships to achieve their mission, make their organization successful, and continue to help their community. Having a strategic plan in place helps drive their success. If adoptions stop, they will run out of room to continue to take in abandoned animals, leaving the organization little room to continue to help. If donations were no longer received, they would not be able to offer their food pantry, educational programs, health care, or adoption services. Nonprofits often qualify for government grants towards funding their mission. Their core values of the Connecticut Humane Society is a drive for their success. It keeps the organization motivated to do good for their animals and community. Their core values include stewardship, managing and allocating all resources to remain steadfast to the mission, to achieve the greatest good, and to ensure the future of the organization. They provide quality care for the best medical and shelter care to the most animals. Being community-focused by placing safe, healthy companion animals in responsible and loving homes. The Connecticut Humane Society treats all with respect and dignity. All members, including the general public, staff, and volunteers, are all viewed as partners in improving animal welfare and in fulfilling the mission. Without all of these, the nonprofit would not be successful.